So how I achieve this look is a veritable ND mist filter. Yeah, a mist filter. So you can see like it gives it a nice little glow to my image. A couple reasons why I wanted to try to change the look of my videos, because I seen in my older videos that looked it a certain way. And so I chose the Freewell ND mist filter. They actually come in 2 different strengths. The first strength is a 2 to 5 stop strength, and the other strength is the 6 to 9 stop. They even sell them together in a pack, which I'll be looking at today, and also taking a look at what comes inside the box. We're gonna find each filter in their own metal protective case. And this is great for traveling and storing them when you're not using them. Once we open inside, we'll find our filters. The first glance, this filter does build a... This is the 67 millimil size that I have right here. I have the 2 to 5 stop on my camera, but this is the 6 to 9 stop right here in my hand. And I realize it's very easy to clean too. Like most times with ND filters, it's kind of, you get the little smudge a little bit, you have to wipe constantly and can't really touch them at all. But these are very easy to clean. If you so happen just to smudge it, just grab a cloth, it's gonna be gone. So it's really high quality. It's very high quality, and touching back on the build quality, perhaps I can honestly say it's one of my favorites compared to my other ND filters that I have. I should get those. Be right back. So this right here is my KNF concept. This is one of the newer ones I bought. And so this is not a mist filter, it's just an ND variable filter. It's not as thick, it's about the same size. I don't know if you can see that, it's good, but they are about the same size, honestly. The thread is bigger on my KNF concept, but honestly, it's about the same size. You can say this one is thinner because of the threads on it. But on the build quality, perhaps one of my favorite features of this ND filter is the hard stops between each ND level. It gives you a nice stop. When you go to, let's say right here, I'm going on 6. When I wanna go to 7, it gets a nice little hard stop. Not as hard as I heard as the Peterman Cannon's ones, but compared to my ND filter here, is no stop. So like you just adjusting as you go. But I like this one because it can really hone in on what stop I wanna be at. That's one of my favorite features of the Freewell ND mist filter. Going to the 6 to 7 stop, it's gonna be very smoothly, but once you hit the 7 and go towards the 8, you're gonna start hearing more of a clicking noise because they are very close together in the 7 to 9 stops. This is great when you want to know exactly how much ND you're using. That way, if you want to stop down your lens by a stop, you'll know that you can decrease this exactly by 1 stop, which is great, but that can be a con for some people if they want to dial in between them, because you can't really go in between these. It don't bother me that it stops like that, because I mean, I can put my settings in my camera way easier than trying to do it with my KNF, where I'm like just, trying to fine tune it so much. But either way, people had their preference. I'm fine with this, with either or really, but if I had to pick one, I would definitely say the Freewell is a better fit for dialing in my stop. I would have these 2 ND mist filters in the description down below, so you can go check that out if you want to. If you're enjoying this video and have learned something so far, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button and stay up to date with all the latest videos. So I want to touch on the topic of the magnets. I never owned a magnet ND filter, so I've seen videos on them and I think they're cool. If I could use one, I would definitely use it, but I don't know, I'm kind of scared when it comes down to magnetic, because like what if I'm in a wedding reception and I so happen to turn my camera and it hits somebody's arm and my ND filter fall off? I always like kind of feared that, even though I never use one. I don't know how strong that magnet is, but I just kind of feared that. But I really honestly prefer the thread, even though it may, of course it takes longer to put it on, but the only way it's gonna come off if my lens come out my body, off the body of my camera. So I would say, honestly, if I had to pick my preference, I would just only pick the thread. So that's just me, my personal If you like the magnets, I think that, like I said, I think they're cool. Why the Freewell has the threads is because of the stops. As you think about it, it needs it because if it's stopping at each stop, if it's on a magnet, it's gonna probably pop off if you're trying to change to each stop. Unless it's like my regular ND filter here where it don't stop at all, it'd be more suitable to have a magnet ND filter that has no stops, no hard click stops than the Freewell. That's the main reason why they kept these a thread, because of the hard stops that you're getting with the ND filter. But like I said, I don't think it's a bad idea to have a thread. The image quality, so far, I think it is amazing. I mean, it definitely changed the look of my videos. Having that mist, I think it's kind of like, I wouldn't say just trending, but it has been on the radar on, you know, social media posts that I've seen, like reels, overall projects where they want to get that nice glow. And of course, it's the variable filter all in one, being able to stop down that harsh lighting on your subject or whatever you're doing in your project. I think definitely the image quality in this is phenomenal. So it does give me a whole different look, and I could achieve different looks than I normally could when I didn't use an ND or a regular ND filter. It gives me a whole different look for sure. So would I rather have a mist filter than my ND filter? Now, depending on the project, I would definitely say for the most part, if I want to give it like a cinematic look or more creative look, definitely want to go with the Freewell. But if I need, like, just working on a project where you just want to keep it simple, and you know the client might want just like a nice clean look, definitely gonna go with my ND filter, where it just don't have to be that cinematic. Because I have done, like, say, campaign commercials where they're being elected for, I don't know, sheriff or mayor, and I know that they more likely will want that cleaner, sustained look than a mist, gloomy look. So it just depends on what you think is best for your project. I definitely would say a more creative, cinematic looks, I'm going with the Freewell every day and night. And it definitely, the colors is amazing. It gives it a nice different colors. It actually has a little bit of green tint, just a little bit. It's noticeable if you always, of course, editing and stuff like that, but I think it's very easy to edit it to, you know, make sure you get your white balance and everything else right when using this. But I definitely seen it was a little tint in there, but it didn't bother me where it's like, oh my God, I don't like this, but it still was perfect for me. So who is this for? So what are my honest thoughts on the ND mist filter? And why should you pick one up? First of all, the reason you want a variable ND filter that has the mist effect. Of course, it got mist in it. That's most reason why people pick the mist. One of the reasons why I picked it, because it gives it nice glow here and kind of my lights back there. My lights back there. You know, it gives it a nice glow. And so if you don't want to go around stacking ND filters all day, it makes sense to go with something like this because you have it all in one. It's just one filter solution. The Freewell just looks incredible. They look very clean. It's very sharp. If you want a great image quality and convenience without investing in something like a matte box, which obviously has its drawbacks and benefits, I definitely would recommend the ND filter mist by Freewell. And if you enjoyed this video, if you want to see some of the lenses that I use with some of these ND filters, click on the video on the screen. And I can't wait to see you in that video. See you when I see you.